It was Team Liquid who bested Cloud9 on Inferno. Was their map pick, and now this best of three, the final best of three of our first day here in Katowice, will continue. Rage on into Overpass. First, we have to comprehend that as Liquid go on an absolutely absurd second half on the defense. Cloud9 managed to muster a meager singular round on the second half of play, and we do have two analysts to break it down for you. You've got Chad Birchall and, of course, Adam Freiberg. Adam, I'd like to kind of start with you to help me understand this. We go into the second half of that one. Cloud9 a 10-5 up after some solid defense. Liquid unable to get into that. Where does it all go wrong?
I think that, what's going good for Liquid is I think they had a really good mix of aggression and passiveness on Banana.
Yeah.
I see that some teams either they go aggressive like a whole game or they play defensive a whole game. Here we saw Liquid, they played both defensive and both really aggressively down Banana as well, which I really like. It was really hard for Cloud9 to kind of get a regular read,
rhythm,
what Liquid were doing. So perfect CT half almost by Liquid there.
Yeah, definitely so. It felt like that game was over in the first half, though. I'm looking at the score and going, well, this was going to be a quick one. Production's pretty happy about that. But no, it just tapered on. It went on for a while. They were able to get 5 rounds on the board, even though Automatic was, having a decent game at the start there.
I mean, he was like 18 when Stewie was on 4.
Yeah, he dropped off a bit, and when he dropped off, then Naf stepped up, and Naf once again, I asked the question, can he continue to do it time and time again? And once more, at the top of the frag board, isn't he?
Yeah, and by quite a considerable margin.
What's happening?
Okay, so let's just recap Naf's career real quick.
So he played Sponge and the boys back at Gfinity and lost quite significantly, and then from there it's just been up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
No, but as in he's never been on radars as, top fragger material before his arrival onto Renegades.
He was a leftover from that Optic team when
Right.
Stan left, and then Rush and Tarek went on to bigger and better things, and he was just kind of left.
He was always considered a bit of a role player on Optic, right? He was the guy that
right?
Supports. He does his job very well. You can leave him alone on a bomb site and he'll hold that. That was kind of the box we put him in, and it seems like he's kind of come out of his skin a bit, Adam.
Yeah, because I played with him the first couple of weeks in Optic because we couldn't sign HS then yet, so we had to use Naf for the first couple of Pro League games, and I was actually very surprised on how well he was communicating, how well he was playing with them for the team. So yeah, he's a great player, and also you could see in Renegades he was their star player, no doubt. He was overperforming every time that we played him when we were in North America with Optic. Naf just destroyed us. He dropped 30 bombs every game. So the form has really kept on going from there.
Do you wish you kept him?
Looking, yeah, in hindsight, yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, if he could have played like this the
right
whole
then.
time, right? That's like to definitely chalk up.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? It does seem like it's just going to be one of those post matches where we do just kind of say Naf did well, and we move on. We haven't got too much time to talk about.
Yeah, it's not the simple level of carrying, right?
No.
It's not that level, but he's just having an impact time and time again. That it's definitely the talking point of. I am very surprised that he's been able to keep this up throughout the last 3 tournaments now. It's almost back-to-back. Summit, Star Ladder, now here. Continuously putting up big numbers.
Over 180 Rs as well.
Yeah, that's what people need to realize. Obviously, we did speak about, it's a bit of an eco-cobra from time to time, and you need to put those frags in context. Some statsmen out there will break down where all those kills were kind of distributed, but you just have to look at the amount of sheer frags that he's getting on the board from game to game to game to game. And this one's against the Cloud9, who started very hot. They had to fight back into this one. They really had to grind out those first half 5 rounds.
Yeah, Cloud9's T-side was completely absent on map 1. Map 2, though, is Overpass. Let's quickly kind of get our expectations and predictions for that one. I'm trying to think. I mean, let's not forget, this is Cloud9's pick.
Imagine if they picked this on the basis of not expecting Naf to have another one of those games where he drops 30. Because that's what that's the Liquid guys said. I think, was it Steel? Someone said in an interview, it's like, oh, I knew when we got to Overpass that Naf was just going to have one of those games.
Well, that's certainly a worrying sign for any Cloud9 fans out there. But let's also not forget, this was the last map they played in that Summit series. Liquid bested them on it, and now Cloud9, and the next time they meet, choose to bring it to Overpass. It's safe to assume, Adam, that demo's been watched and some homework's been done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you play, from own experience, if you play a map that you're very comfortable on, but you lose it because a player goes off, I mean, then you could just say, okay, we'll watch through the demo, we'll see what arrows we did, we see what they did good, and we'll know how to counter them next time we play it. Because, I mean, we've seen SK pick Inferno a lot, which has confused many people. I'm guessing it's the same principle there, right?
Sure.
But Liquid, Overpass, I think there are a strong team there. Cloud9, I don't even know what they could have picked. I think maybe Train could have been a pretty good pick for them. But otherwise than that, I feel like Overpass is a good map.
This is when I brought up in the pre-show about the AWPs. There's more AWPs on this Cloud9 side, right? So if they don't go for the brawls and they want to get a double AWP set up on their CT side, they should be able to lock things down. They do have people who can AWP and combat AWP. There's a lot they can do. It's just, I feel for both of these teams, especially talking to Stewie, like the way that they approach this game, this Cloud9 roster, a lot of it is based around that buzzword confidence. And if they're not feeling it, they said they went in feeling flat last week at StarLadder. Well, this is IEM. You want to fire up for this one, mate. This is the one that gets you into the playoffs right here, right now.
Absolutely. It gets you next door to the name of Astralis. They've already got themselves into the playoffs, and now Liquid are one map away, one overpass away from the playoffs of IEM Katowice 2018. They take on Cloud9. The map is Overpass. We're going to jump back in with your casters. They're creamy. They're dreamy. It's Jason and Henry.
Should have our own Pringles flavor, I think.
Do you think a little like Michael Jackson in this?
Yeah. Can you give us a moonwalk, a dance
Yeah,
move?
I can do that.
Hold on. Here we go.
All right.
There it
Ready?
is. Get out of the way. That's not bad. And you almost fell over.
They didn't even give me my big moment on camera to do it.
No, they
I was
didn't.
waiting to strike.
Yeah, well, pissed around is somewhat more important than your dance moves. It was not a bad moonwalk. Cloud9 are going to have to recover in this one. No, there's no good way to segue out of that, is there?
No, there's not. We'll see whether... I was trying to think of more Michael Jackson quotes or lines to do. Not going to happen. And it's going to be a fast push towards the bathroom to Nitro to defend. And we'll see if he can get the first frag. Looks like almost certainly he will. He's going to find a couple in the back, but he can't find the aim, Jason. Automatic takes him down. A great opportunity thwarted.
It seemed like he was making the perfect play, and somehow he had gone unnoticed and just gets punished. That's harsh. Naf now going to swing out wide. One far, one close. Can't connect there. Finally onto Stewie. Down to about half HP, and he's got to continue fighting. He's got to hold the angle, not able to do it. The rotations are here, but they're blocked off by smokes. This bomb will get planted. Steal and Twist trying to fire some shots into the smoke. Elige is on the flank. That'll be the saving grace. If he can take down Automatic here, that would allow an opportunity, and he's been spotted out. Now he's just got to push forward, but Automatic shuts him down before it can begin, and even more kills going the way of Cloud9. It's going to be pissed around again for Cloud9.
It certainly is. Quite a fast approach towards the A side there. And you've got to say, Nitro had the whole world in his hands, Jason, and it all crumbled before him very quickly.
Like a little oyster that don't actually crumble.
Exactly like that. That's what I was going to go for, but you got there first. Like a little oyster. Yep. Moving on. It will be round number 2, and presumably another conservative purchase here from Liquid. I've been saying this, I think, for the last 2 years now.
You've been king of the economy movement.
I think I have, and then finally I'm getting my own way. It looks like I've been voted into office, and it will be a lot of teams adopting this approach. Just getting pistols here. We saw Astralis do it before as well. It means, I'll explain it one more time. The fact you can get deagles here, if you're going to get one deags, it's unlikely that you're even going to get shot at in the first place. So the armor doesn't really make sense. If someone's going to go off of a deagle, they're going to kill them before they even get shot at. So it does make a lot of sense to me. And it means you get the AWP cell, you get the fuse kits, you get the utility. I really didn't like the way the game was going, where it was force buying on the CT every single time.
Yeah, that's back, obviously. And we saw Liquid win one of these earlier in their game against Gambit. Actually, a couple of these on their CT side when they were forced onto the lower buys. Elige going to get some information out towards long, but he's got to be careful on how far he continues to push. Skadoodle watching this with a scout. Tarek's there with him as well. There's the tag. He's just got to follow in. I think Cloud9, knowing with the knowledge of that push, going to readjust, because obviously Elige getting a lot of information, and maybe here comes the counterplay. Nitro, Steel, and Twist all pushing up sandbags. Some spam in towards the door is going to force Rush away, and he's caught out in the open, and he cannot back away from that fight. And actually, no one from Cloud9 on the other side of the map. They have to hit this B bomb site. Automatic's got him trapped in. Great opening kill, and he's going to turn the corner on Nitro as well.
Oh, hungry for more. Gets both the frags, 4-on-2. Now fly towards Graffiti. I don't think he can do anything about this particular situation. Elige finds himself pretty far removed, so he'll get dropped as well. Naf does get a couple. They did say he can do some disgusting things on this map, and he starts to warm up now. Can't quite reach the UMP. And bomb should be planted. That should be the round, don't get me wrong, but still, he makes things uncomfortable.
Yeah, it takes some guns away, and while it's not the biggest thing for the T side to be able to handle these losses, it is something, so you like to see that.
Yeah.
Skadoodle with a pair of kills with that scout closes the round. 2-0, and we'll see what Liquid decides to invest in the next round, because we did see, I think, some P250s purchase up on Inferno when they had lost the second round as well. Great job by Automatic, helping to recover, opening up this site. I think if you're Cloud9, obviously, you just had that horrendous T side on Inferno, where you got one round. So here, you got to be happy that you've at least doubled things up.
Yeah, that's not bad.
We're at
Good,
2, boys.
Good way to look at things, absolutely. And we get a technical pause now. TeamSpeak as ever. When you cast, do you find that it's the only issue you have to deal with pretty much every other game? TeamSpeak issues?
Yeah.
Why are we still using that?
There's a lot of TeamSpeak.
We're using that software, but it seems to just go
I
on.
don't know if it's the software itself.
Maybe it's
There's got to be a lot of a lot of things that go on for between muting and unmuting the coaches.
That's
when
true.
needed.
That is true. I just like it's every time there's a pause. I normally say it's probably a TeamSpeak issue. Normally, it's every event. But we'll get into the third round here. It should be another Eco Team Liquid. Just Twist spending some money here. Nafai does get another Deagle. He does pretty much get it for free with the 2 previous kills. He gets $600 from those. Deagle costs $700, so just spending $100 really overall.
Not a bad investment for something that can take away $3,000-4,000 in one shot.
That's a good way to put it. Take away a lot of life and happiness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's boosted up, so he's got a really awkward off angle for any terrorist who's coming around towards Picnic. This is very slow from Cloud9. Everyone's just kind of watching for pushes, except for Stewie and Tarek, working together to clear out bathrooms. I think they might be able to find, if they go down the stairs, obviously, but they're going to be able to find that the A bomb site is open, and I think Naf still positioned here is going to have the information. Skadoodle actually might get shut down, and that's a great response. Swings over immediately despite being taken out 18.
Shots, and we're just getting warmed up here. Elige with the silenced USP will find automatic there. Skadoodle's still low, now they have the AK-47. Doesn't really suggest to me it's going to go any further than this. Twist gets one more. Maybe he's got some legs to it, you never know. The bomb does go down at A, but they're so far removed from the situation, you'd feel like this may be a couple more consolation frags. Very little chance to actually defuse the bomb.
And I like Elige that is just straight up backing off the T-spawn. He has the AK-47, once again keeping the economy in mind. So if you're Twist and Steel, all the other kills from here are gravy. You've got a free weapon, you've taken 2 away.
You don't want the MAC-10.
No, you're not going to keep that into the next round. So if you just find one more and force another rebind, Skittle's low, and you can see he doesn't even want that fight. He's calling in for reinforcements. Rush is going to help swing wide, but no, he falls. They'll be able to pick up the AK-47, but a dink on a Rush as well. That could have been very costly. Yeah,
that was a nice shot from Steel. Not enough to find the kill. Takes him down to 19. Rush will survive at that distance from the blast. And Elige, like you mentioned, just saving the AK-47 in spawn. Just saving one AK, believe it or not, is such a huge deal on the CD side. It means everyone's pretty much going to be fully equipped. Elige can even drop a weapon now if required, and just boosts the chances of winning the next round. So we'll have a look.
That's not a great stat for automatic.
Had a total of 3 kills on the T side last map. Has already more in the first 2 rounds. It's the first time we've had these little tidbits come in. They've actually been really good and interesting.
They've been quite nice.
Yeah, they're cool. And we'll get into round number 4 here. There's a few kits available. No AWP though, just to note. Like we said, Nitro, that hybrid style, doesn't have to force it every single time.
Yeah. He's going to push up anyways though. Peering in towards Falcon. That's a great nade. Skadoodle and Tarek both brought down to about half HP. And the follow-up from Elige from long. He spots the gun barrel of Tarek. Oh, he swings out. He did not notice their positioning there. So, gap from him. And actually, Naf is about to get wrapped upon. He's only got a time limit on how long he can live. Here he's going to jump around into the smoke. And he is caught. Aggression from Team Liquid is disastrous. They lose 2 players and they only get 1 kill. But look at this. Twist now. New position for him, and how far does he go forward? Automatic is so aware at the moment. He is so focused in on this turn of the corner. It is 1. Well, TK, but no one else from Team Liquid doing anything of note.
It's a very common flank, and if you've left that side of the map open for X amount of time and you've already found some kills, naturally there's going to be a reaction coming through. And now it's a 3 versus 1. Steel will try and do what he can here. He'll be up against it, but it's unlikely he'll find much more than saving his M4A4. The bomb planted on the other side of the map. He couldn't be further away, and he might just head towards T-spawn, maybe try and pick up an AK-47 instead of his M4. That's pretty much as good as it's going to get. And in terms of the financial situation, they'll get $2,900 into the next round. They're pretty much fully invested apart from Elige. If he saves the M4, Elige could buy with him. That would be something. They'd have 2 rifles and pistols. At this stage of the game, though, I wouldn't be throwing away my economy like that. I'd probably just get a partial buy with this M4.
No, but you never know. You can also drop an AWP over to someone like Nitro and
well,
see
now
if
you're
you
up
can
in the
whittle things
ante.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
The classic double down.
Now I can see where you're from in the world. Guys, but no, we could get an AWP. Let's see what happens.
We could get an AWP.
Well, if they're a map up, I would say if you're desperate at this point, you're like, you needed Steal away, and I would say, sure, let's give it a go.
It is a bit early to be risking the whole economy, but you know, it would be fun.
They're just the devil on their shoulder right now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, Steel can drop a FAMAS as well, so all of a sudden you've got an AWP, a FAMAS, and an M4.
He goes for a scout instead. Partial buy.
It's weak.
So, yeah, I think that's the correct play. Like, remember, they can come back from these deficits. They start throwing away their economy. That's when the pit becomes too deep to dig yourself out of. As we're going to run number 5. Not too much of a chance here for Team Liquid. With the scout, if it finds a little one tap at the start, blows off ahead, you never know. And even if it finds a couple of tags, some chest shots, it sets up those pistols to be devastating as the round progresses.
Yeah, there are some CZs and Deagles as well, so still a good amount of danger on this Team Liquid purchase. Elige pushed up all alone with that scout. He's going to start falling away. Tarek was about to turn the corner. He saw the smoke coming in, and that was the cue. But it was his turn to back out. Again, a cautious round from Cloud9. They know there's a rifle saved. They've now heard the scout take a shot, and ooh, there's a headshot. Skadoodle goes down. Nicely done from Elige. And no progress. Nothing is gained from that death on the Cloud9 side. They're just going to back off completely. So this is tough. Now, if that kill really scares them away from that A bomb site, all of a sudden they're going to start being funneled in towards the B bomb site. That's where they can meet up with the M4. Great kill from Automatic, though. Still so focused, rotating to the other side of the map. Steel can open this door if Nitro gets into trouble. Here's Stewie, going to notice him, but can't win the fight. Clean headshot. That's now an AK-47, so Cloud9 in danger.
Absolutely. This partial buy could be more devastating than we first thought. Nitro can't find the double in the spray, but he did do significant damage. Takes Tarek down to 12, and that should be it. Elige with the scout, he finishes things off in style. And Cloud9, they give it all up there. That was just a saved M4, a few CZs, and 1 scout, and that's all it takes. You said it was weak, Jason. It's strong. It's got that dad strength.
It's got that dad strength. I mean, it helps when Elige opens up with that headshot on a Skadoodle. That's beautiful. Just whittled down all of Cloud9 as they made progress into the bomb sites. Whew.
Well, that's changed everything.
It has.
Back
it's a whole new ball game. Henry.
Yeah, absolutely. The AK in the hand now of Nafly. We know how proficient he is at that weapon. And 5 players rushing B. Why not through the fire? They'll have to go there. They'll drop the smoke. It makes things very confusing as Twist finds 1. Can he get any more? Needs to find at least 1 more kill. Can't do it. And now it's a 3 versus 3. Nafly, we did say he's good with the AK. As you can see, only gets the trade once again. Rush down to 16 points of health as the lead rotates in. Smokes are down. Will remove him from the situation for a little bit. Nitro has to wait for his teammate here. Elige with the upper hand. We can take down Rush, that should be the round. Can't quite find the shot, Rush drops, and now Stewie. No nades, Jason, but he has got a nice idea going towards Monster here. They might not see him. They're gonna assume he's towards short.
Well, Nitro's not even in the bomb site yet. There goes a smoke, there goes another Molotov. So might have to push through that. He's fighting in the flames, and he's such low HP. Nitro's off it, but he's in the air. That was so close. There was a moment there where you thought Nitro might not be able to recover in time, but he does.
Just that kind of shot, Stewie, you think that he's hitting this. Regardless if he's mid-air or not, he's taking it. Automatic, showing some signs of stress there, just trying to calm himself down. Realize it's still early days, and sure, it's frustrating at this point, but just take this eco. Elige, good flank by him, and there we go. That pistol victory normally does stem to a lot more. It will be an all-power for the first time for Nitro here. Deagles, Skadoodle, PD50 Stewie. He's got armor with the PD50. I assume he has a bit more cash than his teammates. Not really, but he takes himself down to 2200.
And it's Stewie as well. He's usually one of the more aggressive players in this Cloud9 side. So wanting the armor to at least help out with it, maybe the initial engagement. You never know if it can help his team get an entrance and then all of a sudden open things up for the rest of the team. Liquid is being quite active on the extremities of the map. We've seen a couple pushes towards long. We've seen great flanks from Elige. Now we're seeing Steel push up, and Elige not even going to back down from this fight. He's phenomenal in this position, in this role. And all of Cloud9 is falling. No one from Liquid is dead, and there's the bomb on the ground, and that's a nice little love tap to the back of the skull.
I'm liking the look of Liquid right now in terms of that, like, they've got some swagger to them on the CT side. You can see the whole operation moving around. It's very dynamic. It flows real nice. Like, they're like the Harlem Globetrotters of CS right now, I would say.
You think so?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to make them now.
Okay.
They've got the style, the grace, everything going in their favor.
Yeah.
Canon team, Cloud9 shut them down.
It's actually, on like a more serious note, outside of the Harlem Globetrotters thing, that is that is like one of the big things that I noticed about Team Liquid and Zeus joined. There was 2 things. It was like utility usage, and their CT sides became so much more dynamic. Remember, when JDM was on this team as well, they were a lot more active in getting him involved in the game on the CT side with that AWP as well, setting him up specifically to gain map control to cut off portions of the map, which is huge.
Yep.
Continues here even without him, and it's been great so far for Liquid. They're going to get into a fight in the stairwell. Elige is down, Naf's got a hold, and he does for the first kill. He's going to follow up. Cannot complete the kill on a Stewie, and now all this aggression. They have not had success towards Fountain every time they've pushed up in this area.
They certainly haven't. 4-3 now. Cloud9 with a strong upper hand. Twist, AK-47, normally hits those kind of shots, makes up for it. Takes down Tarek. What is Tarek doing there? No one to trade with him, just running in towards the A side. They need to calm down with these sort of leads. There's frags you can't afford just to give up on a plate there. I couldn't really break that one down for any sort of like scientific reason as to why he would just push in with no real rhyme or reason behind it.
It's part of the charm. That's for certain. And Steel, he tries to make a play. Yeah, not going to be able to do it. Twist just saved the gun, I think, at this point. He is sticking around. Looking like he might want a challenge.
In terms of their cash, can he afford to do so? I guess he can stick around for a little bit. I'd save the AK at this stage.
I mean, part of it is they didn't. I mean, Cloud9 doesn't really have that like slow down mentality to them, do they? They just have like kind of the push forward, and it's been that way even when they won the major, which was successful there. But obviously, there needs to be some kind of trigger going off in your head.
When the rounds are so fragile, right? The money's not great. You've lost to a couple of ecos now. You've got a 4-on-2, right? Let's calm down. You've got this huge lead coming in, and Tarek is running in like that. It just scares me. The fact is, just sure he's normally going to hit the shot. He's a fantastic player. He can justify it. He can say, I normally hit the shots, right? But if it doesn't work out for him, the team's in a lot of trouble there. Luckily, it was recovered. It's all fine.
Yeah, the good news is the rest of the team stops.
Sure.
It wasn't just one by one by one. So 5-3, Cloud9 still ahead on the T side. It's a great adjustment by Twist. He lost control of the recoil initially, but found it in the end. Freeze time dwindles down. Strong buy coming out for both sides. 2 kits on the board for Team Liquid. Plenty of Molotovs and smokes as well. Steel's down to a UMP, which hurts a little bit, but important to note, this is essentially both teams' last buy before they'd have to save, so big implications for a team that wants to either try and tie things up or try and widen the score.
Very telling round as to where this half will go. Cloud9 the lead right now. Nitro boosted up. Very beneficial position for Orpus to go towards. It is risky. Obviously, you've got the door there as well. If that opens and they're ready to shoot that position, you really are guaranteed to go down there. He'll nade out the door and have a look into that position himself. And there is a player there, but automatic. Luckily, not deep enough to receive the AWP bullets. And he'll be aware as to the possibilities of what's on the other side here.
Meanwhile, Stewie and Elige about to run into a duel. 3 players long for Cloud9. No presence, no information there. Naf's not peeking it. Naf's pushed up more towards bathrooms to help Elige. This certainly could get tense. Twist just now starting to take over sandbags and short sewers. Ooh, automatic. Elige needs to be careful how far he pushes. That's a big fight. That's a big fight won by Elige. Stewie not in a position to wrap around and punish that. He is going to go for it, and actually Elige gets away, just barely Molotov out, pegs him in the face. Now the hit is on towards long. Naf knows it's coming. It's got to be a big hold, and it's not. Tarek with a stunner is going to clean out the defense. They're just rotating. Nitro's first up. Wants to get a peek before that smoke plumes. It does go deep. He could swing out wider, but another smoke going to follow up and be more effective.
Yes, looking good for Tarek now. Another great shot finds the dome of steel. They should be saving, absolutely so. 6-3 in favor of Cloud9. Tarek with a nice double frag there. Stewie, dicey frag there towards Elige. Had to take a lot of risks to actually get the final killing blow there, but it does work out for him, and he wants a little bit more here, and he will get it. Takes down Twist and making sure they leave this round of absolutely nothing. Baiting on the shot, he knows Nitro's got the orb, and he'll get the better of him.
Nitro holds his nerve and the trigger. Nicely done. Ooh, another one, a follow-up. Showing some things off for a not primary offer. So we'll be able to bring that gun forward.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, and they don't have really much behind it. They're going to buy up some pistols, obviously, as we usually see some CZs, maybe a Deagle or 2.
Maybe a tactical timeout. Get Zeus on the phone, see what's going on. See whether it's worth investing much more into this.
Phone a friend?
Phone a friend, yep. I think that would... Ooh, okay, I thought they were going to force. They're just going to take a partial lead on Twist. Down to 2k for him.
I can hear you heating up.
Getting the vinegar all boiled up inside me. Let it all spew out.
Yeah.
I think that's where just like 20 consecutive days casting's got me. Just kind of...
Yeah.
I'm just letting it all hang out.
At the end of the line, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good old-fashioned B-rush. Twist and Steel here. Good opening kill, but Steel can't grab anything. No fault of his own. Nitro's going to be left out towards long A. Elige has got a buddy up with him. Great shot from Naf. Almost a follow-up, a dink on a Skadoodle.
Yeah, he knows it as well. You get a sound key for that one. And Nafly not messing around here. Skadoodle should take him down. There it is. And 3-on-2 got a bit dicey. They never really want to rush a B. I guess they know they saved the AWP, right? And it's very unlikely that the AWP makes his way towards the B side. If he goes towards middle for the opening pick or long A or connector, you're not going to run into him. So you still take a risk. There could be CZ stacks there, but at least you're almost guaranteed to avoid the AWP. So there is some method behind the madness.
Be the name of their documentary one day.
I think it could be. 7-3 though. That AWP didn't find much, so perfectly landed there by Cloud9.
It's got to be another good comeback in this game for Team Liquid, and now I think you're going to get that timeout. Actually, no, this is Cloud9's timeout.
Well, everyone can use it, of course. There will be 30 seconds allowed for both teams to discuss with their coach. It'll be Valent on the Cloud9 side of Zeus for Liquid. And he's looking at the strat book right now, so he obviously has the information on the other team, what kind of tendencies they have, what kind of strategies they run, and when they're maybe low on money, they could go for a particular stack, push one extremity of the map. So it's just about dissecting this information he's got, working out what's going to be the best possible play here from Cloud9 for them to guarantee success. He knows the money's low, and I think they do as well. It's going to be 4 M4A4s and now fly with the UMP. They actually have got decent utility, but lacking the AWP, of course, no kits and only one incendiary. If they can win this round, Cloud9, they're going to run away with this half, absolutely. If Liquid can pull it back there with considerable numbers, they'll be right back in the game as well as we get into round number 11, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it is 1-0 in terms of the best of 3 in favor of Team Liquid, who stole it away after being 9-1 down. Yeah. Now we're on the Cloud9 pick, which is Overpass.
Well, going for more of that aggression towards Fountain. It hasn't panned out well for Team Liquid. Elige is stuck at the rock as well long. He cannot risk falling back, and he's got no backup. He's all alone. It's all on him. Flashbangs out. He's a little bit blind. He doesn't recover enough. That's good damage. Tarek is brought down to 28. Stewie takes a minimal amount. That's long control for C9. Interesting that just a one-player stack. No one even close by in bathrooms whatsoever. So 4-on-5 for Team Liquid. Nitro's rotated over. Naf gonna even get more aggressive.
Indeed. Well, Ben, what's the play here? They're in the recovery mode right now. No orb to really play off and Naf fly. This is going to be a desperate play. He doesn't even go down now. He just about sneaks past the player at the fountain. Skadoodle, though, he must have what they call him. He must have saw a sliver as he walked past, and that was indeed automatic watching that position, so I assume he got the call. Will that be an easy frag? But he does do the damage, and that should be enough as they fall back towards the B side. It's forced rotations as well. Twist will stay. But what's he got to even hold him off? An HE grenade against 4 players coming in. It doesn't. Oh, it does land! Oh my god, it's actually working. This could be absolutely everything. As Steel rotates in as well, it's enough. I called out the HE grenade, Jason. It turned out to be the most important part of the entire round.
It's a holy hand grenade, Henry. It destroys that hit from Cloud9, slows him down, massive damage, takes out Tarek. And then they're just running into the crossfire, right into the blender. Cloud9 thought they had him fooled with that transition back towards the B bomb site, and Twist and Steel arrived just in time.
That's so sick. We need the concrete donkey next, I think.
Ooh, yeah.
That would do a lot of damage on this map.
Definitely would. It'd obliterate everything.
Leave nothing left. It's going to be a forced buy from Cloud9. You can see they are absolutely all in, and that's the round stolen away. It seemed like Liquid were completely in recovery mode, and the AWP of Cloud9 opens things up. It's Tarek to buy it, and he is indeed an AWP, and he finds the first shot. Nitro gets his head completely split in half, and there will be now Steel to recover, but Skadoodle spotted him. Run, Steel, run, as he'll make his way back towards B.
Yeah, needed to get out of there quick. Still gonna toy with Monster though. Spam coming through from Automatic, not connecting. Again, another 4-on-5 for Team Liquid. This has been tough for them to find advantages, and especially in the player count early stages of these rounds on Overpass. Stewie still sticking around bathrooms with the AWP, trying to peer into these bomb sites covered by smoke, and he's just going right through it, doesn't care. Alicia's wrapping behind him, but all the meanwhile, this is going to be a hit towards that B bomb site. Stewie's going to go down surely here from behind. Steel, pop flash right in his face, does some damage, but Twist is there to bail him out. Now going to adjust back towards sandbags. Great sequence. A triple kill, and Skadoodle is left with the AWP and nowhere to go.
That was very well played. The fact that that player towards the end of the monster got so blind and started spraying, he takes all the aggro away for his teammate, right? Yep. They all commit to the spray. Twist comes around the corner, perfectly handled, and it will be Skadoodle. Surely no chance in this one. Finds Twist, but good team play here. I'm loving this synergy from Team Liquid. Everything seems to be accounted for. Anything that can go wrong, there seems to be an exit plan straight away. Yeah,
outside of the aggression that they come out with once in a while towards the A side of the map, I thought they just stopped doing that because they haven't had great success with it, and it's put them in holes, and now it's because of the phenomenal teamwork on the other side side of the map between Twist and Steel.
Yes.
That they're able to recover, but you're not going to be getting that every single round. 5-7, they finally forced Cloud9 onto a save. It's Glocks and P250s. This is going to be, what, a deep smoke, I believe? Deep flash. As Elise jumps up, he's got a position, and it works perfectly. Now, you know, I say they go away from the aggression. It only took going against Glocks to find some of it. Elise has 2. He's going to stick around, wants to fight more. Here's the bullets ringing out. Brought down low, and he's just going to evacuate the premises. But it's a 5-on-2.
It is, and I don't think Automatic and Rush get much done with P250 and a Glock, but you never know. Now Fly will give them a chance at least. Can't hit the first shot, but whoa, Red, you can see that? Yeah. He's seeing the game in code right now, Jason.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Ooh, hello, Pink on a steal.
He is the one. 5 players survive though for Liquid.
Certainly look like it. The kid just wins championships, doesn't he?
He does.
He's got one with Optic, he's got one with Renegades.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
He can't get enough. And they won Summit as well, remember?
Yep.
Loves it.
I was getting there.
Yeah.
Thought that one was fresh enough in everyone's mind.
The Renegades one not on the tip of everyone's tongue.
I was just going to let that one hang. You know.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll be round number 14 here, the AWP. And sticking on the UMP, Steel, I respect it. Definitely could have got rifles, only round number 15 left, and what is that alley-oop setup? The Nate G comes in, and Steel will start to decimate his opponent. Skadoodle finally gets him down to 31 points of health, though, and is now just Tarek smoked out.
Oh, that was so silly. Obviously keeping the UMP for the close-range fight. He knows he's pushing up, knows likely he's going to his death, but that little tap while blind.
Yeah, right. Didn't even realize what was going on, did he? He's like, wow, I've got a kill. Hello.
Here's some more aggression, and Tarek is able to take him out,
Nice.
and a follow-up. Yeah, why not? Back and forth the round goes. Smoke is out. Nitro's going to peek up. There's a small gap underneath that one, but a follow-up. And actually, this is being delayed just a little bit. They're not committing whatsoever. So this is going to be confusing. Liquid has to read this. They got to do it quick. Elige going to go back towards that A bomb site. I imagine we're going to see a boost here from Skadoodle and Tarek, and they will spot one, but a great reaction. The spin from Nitro.
Yeah, Daddy's taking his belt off now. Nitro's got the AWP out, finds the kill as they boost up and just shun them towards the A bomb site. And will be Elite joining him in B, so they're going to have an open bomb site here to deal with. Skadoodle, bomb down. They haven't got the AWPs, remember. They've got no utility as well. I would say this is an equal situation. Round number 14, they certainly go for it. Elige explores towards the bank, but he's not looking to make a withdrawal. He'll be getting flashed in from the CT spawn area. Doesn't see anything. Calls is clear for his AWP to come out, and the clutch really begins here. Note Skadoodle just by the flower bed there, hoping they don't check it.
How do you clear these positions out if you're Team Liquid? This is going to be so tough.
Actually a really sick setup.
Yeah, it really is. You can't really do anything. Great shot from Nitro, and the reaction, the recovery again. Nitro and Elige win it out. The trades don't come in fast enough for C9, and somehow Team Liquid just keeps putting rounds on the board.
It's actually another sick best of 3 here. This has actually been a lot of fun. The first
Must
game,
be nice.
Yeah, I know it's not bad. Getting all the good games today. It's been epic, I have to say. Katowice are kicking off in style. 7-7. It looked like Cloud9 were run away with this one, but an eco victory for Liquid has opened the doors. And they're not looking to lock them anytime soon. As we go into round number 15, they're looking to steal away this half. Remember, this is Cloud9's pick now. Overpass. Yeah. And Liquid could steal the halfway and go 8-7.
11 kills on Naf and Elige, 10 on Nitro and Steel, 8 on Twist. Very well spread team effort here on Overpass. Skadoodle Rush and Automatic leading the way for Cloud9.
Stewie, another very quiet game from him, Jason.
Yeah, has been.
5 kills, 10 deaths.
Nice delayed peek from Steel, finds the timing. That's got to be so painful to deal with. Elige as well. Grabbing 1 kill, so this Cloud9 attack has been whittled down, and still as they try and make it towards the bomb site, Nitro with the AWP, going to take 1 more.
Yep, absolutely. Automatic with a desperate repeat there, trying to take down the AWP. It was a huge risk to take, but you've got to take them now in the 4 versus 2. 1 flashbang, 2 players up against a pretty much fully equipped Team Liquid here. Twist in a good position, he's to be baited in by his teammates. That's going to be Nitro with the AWP. The half has turned out to be smoke towards the bathrooms. That actually allows his teammate just to focus on one angle, as Nitro will not be perfectly lined up for this one. As it seems to cross over, the flashbang was decent, but Twist pretty much secures the round. Automatic's got a work cut out for him here. He might not even get the first kill, certainly does not. Twist finds round number 8 for Team Liquid. What a half, Jason. Great clutches, lots of fun to be had there, and it will be halftime at 8-7.
Yeah, excellent teamwork from Team Liquid to come back in that. Again, another half where they start slow, recover towards the end. They got 5 straight to close that out. That's beautiful. You have to say, though, They got to stop starting these halves out slow. They need to get started on the right foot going into the second half. It's going to be the T side, and that's not going to be easy. We'll see if they can do it. We'll see if they can close the series out in 2 when we return.
Intel Extreme Masters.
Images of that IEM Katowice stage starting to form in Team Liquid's minds as they're up 1-0 in the series against Cloud9, heading into the second half of Overpass. Desperately wanting to close this one out. No need to take it to a third map. They're up 8-7, but they're starting on that T side, Henry. And they've been notorious for slow starts so far in these 3 halves we had.
Yeah, but fast finishes.
Yeah.
As we've got an Inferno, I have to say. We'll see if they can replicate that form in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquid fighting for a spot in the arena. Jason is absolutely correct. I just got word that Tyler had been knocked out in the stream. So
2-1 though, they did take a map off game.
It's good to see, but it's always difficult to see them come to this event and go out like pretty much day one, you know. But either way, it will be the second half beginning here. 4 sets of armor, Nitro with 1 smoke and a flashbang, and they'll be going up towards that connectors. It's actually quite a fast approach from Team Liquid here, negating the fountain completely, and they have pushed the CDs back. You see them with a very defensive hold here, Cloud9.
Oh, this is a beautiful boost. They're going to get a lot of information.
One.
Yeah, they're not going to find any kills at the moment at least, but if Team Liquid does kind of readdress and go back towards that B bomb site, they'll be in for some trouble. Probably, I would imagine that would largely be unexpected, but you never know. Team Liquid does seem zoned in at the moment. There's a smoke and a flashbang. Smoke going to go deep, allow them to get close up. You imagine they want to walk along that wall, pop flash, and explode right through it. Automatic going to start cheating back with that presence of utility.
Well, the position from Stewie is actually pretty sick. He goes forward of it. Is the timing going to work out for him? Actually goes towards the bar. He's going to get caught in transition. He'll get actually a great opportunity here. Will he get the third? He can't do it. Skadoodle and Automatic though. They've saved the round. And once again, they pick up the pistol here in the second half. It looked like it was all about to fall apart for Stewie, but they don't check towards middle whatsoever.
I think that was going to be dangerous if it wasn't for that stack peering in towards bathroom, because then you kind of realize there's no pressure towards the B bomb site. There's no presence in stairs whatsoever.
Right.
Automatic comes back as well. Even if Scoodle doesn't get great shots, even if Stewie doesn't get great shots, there's still so many ways that round can collapse. Yeah, if he does that, it's just kind of like one of those make you want to vomit situations, isn't it? That Listerine face.
Is that your catchphrase?
Yeah.
Just makes you want to vomit. Maybe save that one.
Vomit in a good way.
Use in the group stages.
Yeah.
Don't take it to the arena. But I'm not sure how Lauren will handle it. We'll get into round number 2 here. There won't be a force buy. This is weird for Liquid. Like, I normally talk about it on the CT side more. I would often say almost every team force buys.
You don't know what to think about this, do you? You haven't seen these buys in some time. Your mind is being blown right now.
I'm really up for it.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Yeah, this is cool. We'll see whether Twitch can get much done here. Apparently not. Rush takes him down. Good work. And we're off to the races. It will be quite a simple play for Cloud9. Now you've got the opening pick. You don't really have to do too much here. You can see them falling back to more crossfire-like positions. But still, he'll get one. Surely that's it. He will have the CZ still, and he doesn't expect Tarek to be there as well. Looks like quite a convincing round now for Cloud9. Got a little bit scary, though, as Steel's play towards the B-bomb site. Naf just looking for that 1D now, just to be a nuisance. No intention of winning the round.
You like that concept, though, from Liquid, the one flashbang. The getting as much as you can out of it, like a minimal amount, and that flashbang almost did it. Last Steel, he get the first kill. If he's able to wrap and maybe gets Tarek, then all of a sudden Rush is low HP, so opportunities, but Cloud9, they survive without taking too many losses. I think only one player fell in that round, and indeed, that was it. So it's 8-9. Cloud9 has now won both pistols in this map.
Yeah, and I think there was quite similar scenes on Inferno as well, but we'll see what happens here. Cloud9 remember we're up 9-1 on Inferno.
Or don't remember it. Some you might not want to.
No, if you're a Cloud9 fan, might want to look away. For now, though, watch this round. This will be great for you.
Yeah, you'll love this.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a 5-man spray down coming in, as they'll double team them from short and the Monster Tunnel. There are all 5 players now. Just taking a deep breath, Jason. Think of North America.
Here we go. Actually, a great trade, but Tarek's in position now, and he's under a lot of pressure. That's nice kills coming out. Automatic coming from behind is able to stop things from getting dicey. Ooh, that's a great kill, so maybe Cloud9 fans not going to be enjoying this too much.
Well, he can actually win this. It's okay. All right. I was looking
Take it all back.
Well, I was looking at the other screen. I thought I was just going to work out where the other player was. I assumed he was towards A, but no, he's in the back. And it will be double digits for Cloud9. Like he said, winning both pistols there. Whether you all come out for Nitros, they got 5k. I don't think it will. Indeed, it will not. It will be the AK-47. So he spent 4,800 into this round. They're all in, of course. And they've got a decent buy. This is why they don't force buy, because they get a really healthy start into the first go round.
Stewie's got the AWP over Scoodle because he has the front spawn, so he wants to go with that peek up towards Fountain. We'll see if it yields any results.
He's been real quiet this game so far. We'll see whether this will yield any sort of success. Maybe not. There is a player there, and he will reposition at the incorrect time, but still looking towards that area. Skadoodle buys him some time by throwing the incendiary towards the connector there. Means the T's can't go any further for at least 7 seconds. Stewie now waits towards the playground.
He's being very bold in his position, and pretty soon he's not going to be able to fall back. It's just kind of fight to your death at this point. He hasn't found anyone. He's kind of got to guess the timing of where Nitro could be, and now he's going to start hearing the footsteps. Going to swing out wide. That's an easy shot. Can they punish him? He's prepared for this situation. Yeah, that is great. Twist down to 62, Naf 69. And all it's left for Team Liquid to do is hit this B bomb site. They have no map control anywhere else. They've just got to go.
They'll get a kill from it. Elige opens things up, takes down Rush. As Tarek will sit behind the smoke. This is actually a very wise play. They've got to go at this point. They know they've got an advantage this side of the map. They've got to commit. Smoke's all over the place. Tarek still lies in wait. He can hear the bomb going down, but Automatic surely denies him. He does indeed by the skin of his teeth. He'll manage to take the bomber down. Tarek, that great position I pointed out. I knew it was going to be working out for him in a very good manner. And there it is. That's great position for Tarek. Does pretty much win the round, hands down.
Yeah, Liquid trying to pull a fast one on Cloud9, get that bomb planted without actually taking the site. They were hoping that one kill would be enough. And actually, if they do get that bomb planted, they have probably a better chance of winning than if they had all out assaulted that bomb site, like you said, because of the positioning of Tarek.
Yep.
Really well done from C9 there. 11-8. And maybe one more buy for them that they're able to convert into a win, and they're going to start running away with this one.
12 to 8, looking at the scoreline here, but we do know, especially in this particular matchup, try the best of 3. Pistols have stolen away some rounds and broken some hearts.
A lot of broken hearts.
Oh yes.
Broken my heart.
A few times over the years.
Yeah, they have. A shattered man, Henry.
And we'll see whether they can do anything. Skadoodle will spot one crossing towards middle. This is his chance to get out, so he is backing well. The flashbang's decent though. He won't get anything now. Skadoodle needs to back up. Tarek will buy him some time. Can't quite hit these shots though. And twist, here we go. Heart's about to be broken. Skadoodle's scraping the barrel here as he gets just one. And now just automatic. Jason, is it happening again?
It might just do it. I
He'll
mean,
get this kill surely.
Steel has opened up that B bomb site, so Nitro's on his way. Steel's going to gain advanced positioning to cut off the rotation when Automatic does come back. Nitro is going to get this bomb down. This duel between Steel and Automatic is so important, and Steel has all the advantages of positioning, or does he? Coming from behind, Nitro now holding the angle. There's a smoke to block. Automatic playing this smart.
He's going to flash through this. Oh, maybe not. What's the play here? I don't even think he knows at this point. Time ticking away. He thinks that he's like pushing towards his position or something.
Yeah, certainly he goes for this. He's just biding his time. Clock, meanwhile, is running down to the bomb timer. Nitro now doesn't have to take the fight as is. He can just wait till the bomb is tapped, and Automatic might have taken too much time, but we'll see. He almost has to go for the fight. He's going to tap the bomb. He's peeking over. He's got to guess which angle it's going to come from, and Nitro misses the shot, but there's no time to defuse. Liquid get their 9th. They're going to be so happy with that. The op is saved, though, so Automatic did perhaps the best he could.
Well, he was just so sure he was going to be pushed towards that graffiti area. It didn't come through, and as we built up, the pistols do steal away the round and actually put Team Liquid on the board here. It's 4-1. Very similar scenes to what we saw in the first half. It's almost identical, in fact.
Yes. See how much Liquid can build upon this. They have some cash they have to burn through on the Cloud9 side. Just one round, really, actually. Everyone's bought up below $1,000. This is huge for C9. If they have to save moving forward after this round, all of a sudden Liquid has a chance to take advantage in this game. Skadoodle's going to push down to the staircase. First time the op has been in that position. Molotov forces him away, though.
A very common Molotov just to push back that exact push and take away information for the seats. You can't just simply connect once you've lost that angle. And Automatic, though, trying to make up for it, knowing they've lost the connector, he will push himself towards shore. You're very vulnerable to flashbangs there. You need someone of very high sense now. Twitch aim as Steel comes through. That's a great flashbang, and it does devastating amounts of work there as Automatic has to come in for the flank here. They won't know he's got this position so quickly. Does he go for it? Smoke down right now. The longer he waits, the more they'll start to realize that the possibility of him coming behind. Nitro definitely predicting that outcome, and Automatic just can't go through until the smoke dissipates. There's
the kill. Now the alarm bells start ringing. Everyone from Liquid being aggressive. Stewie gonna take this peek, not able to win it though. Bomb should be going down soon. Nitro's just making sure he's safe. He's got a teammate watching for this, and there it is. Automatic still sandbags, and Skadoodle with the AWP. It's so valuable. They have to decide now if they want to go for this or not. Great flash peek, and Automatic won't even get to make the decision.
You see those calls coming in? That's like textbook CS right there. He is Steel that spotted him, right? He doesn't go for the challenge. He instead flashes his teammate in. Perfect flashbang at that, and they time it just to perfection. That is Liquid Counter-Strike in more ways than one, Jason.
Ooh, that's a great shot from Skadoodle. Right to the face, and a follow-up as well. They would love to take this op away, but it's not working so far. Now it's getting costly. I don't think Nitro or Steel will challenge. So small victory there for Skadoodle and Cloud9. Just to build on that, it is so difficult to be able to communicate in that short of a time that you need a flashbang and where you need it, and to actually have a teammate just kind of whip it out and do it for you.
Whew. This is just starting to heat up now, isn't it? We've got a little tidbit for you. Cloud9 lost one, 16-10 to Team Liquid in the last 6 games on Overpass. Includes wins versus FaZe, SK, and G2. What do you think about
that? Pretty cool.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
Who's your favorite team out of Cloud9 and Liquid? Where does your heart sit?
Oh, you can't do that to me.
I can. I feel like that's a question Anders would ask you and trying to kind of bring him to the cast as well.
Anders asked me if I thought that Sauron would have won the war for the Lord of the Rings if he was able to use grenades. That's...
What does that
that's the level he's operating with. You bust out Liquid or Cloud9. That seems a little unfair. Okay. Here's the hit towards the B bomb site. Steel working his way up. Great headshot on a rush. Skadoodle's here with the op, so a chance, but not a great one.
Yeah, the smoke going down there should remove him somewhat, as so will Tarek as well. And Skadoodle gets one, but that's all he'll get. 11-11, Jason, make a wish. Who would you wish to win in this particular season? If I could ask.
Casual rephrasing. You almost got me with that one.
I think that was a valiant effort.
Yeah,
but it will be a pause now for, I think, Team Liquid. Indeed it is. And they'll just work out what they're up against. It's time for just call in Dad, Zeus, okay, what are they going to do right now? He's probably tracking the money closer than they will be. Obviously, they're in the thick of it. He'll be just kind of using the numbers in his head and just trying to work out what they've got this round. Will they have the AWP right now? Will they have full grenades? Will they go for an aggressive push? What are their tendencies when their backs are to the wall?
I'm actually surprised to see I've seen Skadoodle go for that retake in that round just because he had the only AWP and now he's not able to afford one. So
Sign
I mean,
of the times.
Yeah, wasn't a big chance of winning
Speaking
that.
of which, what's Stewie up to? 9 kills, 15 deaths. And oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm loving this. This little graphic we've got. These are the series stats, Jason. This is over both maps. So he's got 20 kills.
Ugly, isn't it?
34. That's got to be one of his quietest performances in a big game like this in a long time. You can see on his face as well, he's checked out. He doesn't look engaged whatsoever.
No, and it's crazy the amount of impact he can have when he's having great games. So that's kind of what's scary to see and what's missing. And obviously, that's one of the lessons he's going to have to learn moving forward. I know he's kind of had some chances to in the past, but it's not an easy thing. As you know, someone like Apex can attest to from G2, is if you're going to be the guy primarily taking those initial battles, you're going to have bad games, and you're going to have bad series, and you got to be able to mentally get past it.
Absolutely. Tim, he'll be influential. I say comeback, but it kind of is of sorts right now. They've had this huge lead again that's been completely shut down, and now they're on the reset. They need to find one of those big runs, one of those huge clutches that can revitalize the team right now, light the fire beneath them, and kind of get them fired up. Because right now, they're not looking like they're ready for this.
This is when, you know, even Stewie, with as quiet as he's been, just one big round can really turn this in the favor of C9. And indeed, you're right. It's not comeback in any literal sense, but it does feel that way because Liquid has kind of taken the momentum away from Cloud9. So you just want to see them get back into it. Tactical pause and technical pause both resolved. We're going to get back into things.
Well, here we go, Jason. Remember, no AWP on Skadoodle. He's actually got no grenades whatsoever. He just brings that diffuse kit. He opts for that. It's $400 these days. Used to be 200 back in the day, back in our day.
When we had to walk uphill both ways.
Yeah, exactly. It's so easy these times. Either way, we'll have a look at Nafly & Co. This is a very cool approach. They've actually read this so well. They've used his timeout to ascertain he probably doesn't have the AWP. You can just run up long and actually have a free run of the bomb site. This is such a ballsy call. I love it, though. If they've masterminded this in that timeout, it's so sick.
They've ran halfway, and they've just now started walking at the wall. They're going to turn this corner, and Cloud9 has no idea. It's a free bomb site. Stewie is going to be so confused. The timing might be with him, though. He spots one out. That's at least a small victory. That's a great nade as well onto Elige, but Steel holding things off. A double kill for him. And Cloud9 has just collapsed, haven't they? This is a beautiful call out of the timeout.
That's one of the best calls from a timeout I think I've ever seen. I'm going to put it out there, Jason.
Yep.
I love it.
All right.
I'm a big fan. Whatever Zeus said in that timeout, whoever's interviewing, what we're doing, let's find out. Someone get the information. That was so cool. The fact, if they've just worked out that he won't have the AWP right now, they've done the maths and worked out Skadoodle probably won't have the AWP. Let's just walk up long as fast as we possibly can and get to the bomb site. That's amazing.
Nitro dropping the graffiti spray onto the body.
Yeah,
a little bit of
telling him what's up.
Yeah, you like to see that. It is funny, you know, we've talked a little bit about, I was going to say Naf's personality as he finds this kill on the rush right before the explosion. Quieter guy, but he wasn't very shy in that interview earlier today that was referenced by the desk, saying that Twist and Elige are better than anyone on Cloud9. He dropped that bombshell in an interview.
Twist and Elige are better than anyone on Cloud9.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like apples and oranges, though. It's very difficult to quantify what's...
Don't shy away, Henry.
Well,
we have to promote this kind of behavior. This is what we want.
We're desperate for some sort of actual trash talk, aren't we?
Yeah.
We don't get enough of it. Everyone, Kiev, that's got to be the worst event for it. Everyone's just like, it's going to be a good game. Everyone's going to just put some good CS on for you guys. We're going to have a great time.
Get the blood boiling.
Whoever wins will be the best team. Now, come on. Let's get in there. Let's start saying these guys are trash. So they think they're going to touch us. I'll laugh.
That would be next level, yeah.
Bring me out. Me and you could do the talk, the hype before the match. We can kind of get the mics and eat each other's cream pies and stuff. And, kind of get everyone. We'll wear the jerseys.
I liked it up until that point. We take it a step too far.
Well, it is IEM. You know what happens at these events, Jason.
Yeah, they do get wild, don't they?
Be on your toes. You never know. And Deagles, CZs, Skadoodle has the only weapon in the M4A4. They are not all in. Skadoodle saved that weapon from the previous round. And Steel, he's being sneaky here, isn't he? He's just helped himself to the bomb site. That's the kill. Goodbye, Tarek.
I thought Tarek actually saw it. It looked like he was considering that angle. Rush is still here. They need to clear him out. There's his play. Pounces as the Molotov comes in, and Automatic's going to be on a flank, but there's not going to be much left.
Steel, is that just to know, you're 21 killed right now. He is having one hell of a second half.
He's been great for this team since he's joined in, and obviously a great game here. Naf
They're not getting anything this round.
No, they haven't.
Just a few, like, couple of 1-digs here and there. Just to think, like, cool, we're still killing them at least. Even with the Deagles, like, they won the pistol, got the 4-0, and then ever since then, it's just been the Team Liquid show.
Yeah, it seems like they just set this up over the course of a, you know, maybe 20 rounds or so, and then just kind of pounce, isn't it?
Skadoodle, he was even dancing with the devil to even go for that frag here. He hasn't really got anything to gain by finding single frags, and we'll see whether he gets caught out here. He gets one towards the connector.
He's definitely going down. Look at all these orange dots zoning in on his position. He can't go anywhere, mobility restricted. Everything taken from Cloud9.
Luckily, though, that's maximum loss bonus. The problem is without him going down, he could have dropped the M4 and bought the orb himself. Now they kind of have to go all in, double orb setup, they're still fine.
Yeah, they do the double down.
Double down, automatic with the secondary orb. What do you think about that?
Again, another player who has shown that he can utilize the AWP. Stewie's the kind of guy with the op where it's like if you have one op in a round and you like pistols next to it, Stewie's the one that's going to create something there. He loves being the dynamic player, but
right.
Automatic as well, still very strong. Pretty much everyone but Rush can op on this team.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a nice asset to have, and we'll see whether it works out for them here. Automatic though, not going to be playing too passive here. He's pushing off towards short. This has already made it by. Nitro could get some intel here. It's going to be boosted up, Jason, and I do like this boost a lot. He's going to have some intel here, but they are ready for it. I'm not sure if they're looking towards his position. Rush definitely checked it, and still, once again, is just such a monster at walking into the B bomb site and causing chaos. Once again, 4-on-4. Definitely favors the T's in these positions. CTs have no idea what's going on. Nitro spotted one. The boost might prevail. And now Automatic makes his way towards short. Does he dare go any further than this preset corner? He is going to edge around the corner ever so slowly. 1 minute mark comes in, and does he go any further? That's the question. Looks like he'll be happy with this position.
Well, he's going to be stuck in a really bad place now, though he spots out the flick up. He's got to fall back into cover. He goes for more. He knew he couldn't get away. Great kill from Twist. A 3-on-2. Molotov is going to keep Skadoodle out of the fight for a couple seconds as this bomb gets planted. Stewie and Skadoodle, it feels like a must-win round for Cloud9. They're here. And Liquid has great positioning for the post plant. Stewie's trying to work his way out with the M4. It's going to get shut down, absolutely. Skadoodle in a 1-on-3. He had a miraculous one earlier, but it's not to be here.
He gave him a chance there, Nafly, with the wide peak there, but still, what is he up to walking
Henry.
to be like that? Go on.
Team Cloud9 is dropping the ball in some regards. If you think to that one call that you loved out of the timeout,
sure.
Walking up long, there's no one spotting, no one gets that information.
Yep.
The following round, they only have pistols, true. Steel's able to crouch right below that base of that ramp all the way out and find a kill.
Does it
in
again
this previous round, he does the same exact thing.
How you should not be allowed to do that.
No,
like, you shouldn't even have the balls to do it because it's just so unlikely it works, right?
He's been given so much space to work with.
And the fact that he only gets one kill, that just throws such a spanner into the machine.
Yep.
Like, no one knows what to do then. Like, they think they're safe, they're watching position, they're like zoned in on certain choke points, and you just die. You don't know what to call, and you have no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, everyone's like erratic and like not calm, and that boost was going for so long, and actually got a kill towards the end there. As Automatic pushed towards short, his teammate went down, then he got the pick, and it was just a really well orchestrated round from Liquid. They're actually like tearing Cloud9 limb by limb right now. This is not a force buy. Remember, maximum loss bonus, CZ's armor, and knocking on the door of Series Point are Team Liquid as they go towards middle. There is a connector stack here, but Twist doesn't care about your stack. He's laughing at it as Tarek gets his head blown off. Gets like that.
He's laughing at it. It's not bad. He is laughing all the way. His team trading it out. That great opening kill from him. 4-on-2 now, and Liquid has no reason to even go out that door. They're just going to walk their way into that A-bomb site.
Yeah, bomb will be planted for sure, and there's nothing Cloud9 can do about it. Still, I like this though. Don't risk anything. Use your utility. Why not? It's the dying sectors, even giving up a weapon or making it a little bit uncomfortable, that can affect the team comms and morale like someone's made a mistake. Use your utility. Deploy everything. And make sure that bomb gets down. With all 4 players surviving, there's nothing to be worried about, and you guarantee yourself Series Point.
Yes.
I don't know if you tuned in earlier, Jason, to the Astralis game. They must have had about 6 or 7 Series Points.
I did watch that.
I've never been so stressed out casting again. I can't imagine what it was like for them trying to close that one out.
Especially for a spot on the stage.
Yeah, it was insane. That's like, I think that was one of the craziest series I've casted in the last couple of years. Like, that was mental.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. It was fun to watch, absolutely.
This has been great as well. This has been a back and forth affair. 2 big North American teams. This is what, I think this is now between Summit and now this. This is 2 best of 3s that Liquid will have beaten Cloud9
right.
after the major victory. So I guess it's, you know, if you're a North American fan, you're involved in North American Counter-Strike like I am, and you want to determine who's the better team of the 2, You have to. What do you value more, the major win or the 2 series wins since then?
I would say because it's
Mr.
difficult to gauge
Consistent.
because Team Liquid was so stifled for so long with the whole Zeus situation. Elige, we'll just read it down. Mr. Consistent, active streak of 38 events in a row with 1+. That's insane, dude.
That's pretty baller, isn't it?
That is consistent. That's beyond consistent. That's like pretty godlike, if you ask me. But like he is in the conversation for the best North American player, absolutely. And those kind of stats, you can't argue with those. That's
No,
crazy.
you can't mess with them whatsoever, can you? Twist opening the door. Ooh, Automatic. He was waiting for a flashbang, and Automatic got blind. Not sure if it was a timing or if maybe he wasn't as blind as they were hoping for. Either way, a rare advantage in this round for Cloud9, and here it is, contact flash right through the smoke. This time Rush isn't blind whatsoever. He can only get one, but his teammates are there to shore things up as well. And it's a slaughter in the favor of Cloud9. They're going to get their 12th, and they're back to winning a round. They've done something.
Who said that? I'm not proud of that. I'll be honest. That line. Everyone keeps bringing it up like it was some cool moment.
I didn't know it was a sore spot. Is it a sore spot?
It was a bit much. I mean, I felt a bit bad for the guy.
No, it's, you know, you can't, heat of the moment during a cast.
Yeah, you let something slip out your mouth. I'm sure it's something you can attest to as we get into
Never had anything slip out of my mouth.
round number 28. No, you've got to... I'm not even going to touch it, actually. Let's move on. And we'll get into the double orb setup for Cloud9. It's going to be Skadoodle, Automatic, and an AK for Rush. That was a very clean round for Cloud9, but is it too little, too late? Time will tell. They need 3 rounds in a row just to take us to overtime here. Series point for Team Liquid. And considering the timing right now, I'll have a look at the time. It's coming up to 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
This will be the perfect time to close it out. Get yourself a nice early night here for Team Liquid. Cloud9, though, will be burning the midnight oil, trying to do everything they can to keep this game alive.
They have to figure out what's happening, but no thoughts on that for the moment. For Cloud9, it's 1 round at a time. You got to win 3 straight to force overtime. The double op setup is still alive. Automatic is going to have his. He's been playing that towards sandbags. Skadoodle going to get aggressive with his towards fountain. We'll see how this goes. Flashbang doesn't affect him whatsoever, which could be deadly. This is a shot, though. I believe that Naf is chasing him down because Naf is insane. Finds him before the smoke pops.
You don't even know what to do with that, do you? He's like, oh, well, he's gone for me. All right. I thought I had a few seconds. Skadoodle, he didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but necessarily didn't anything right either. Like, he was taking a bit of a risk standing in the open there. Thought he had time to reposition, but absolutely not. It's going to be Team Liquid unloading on towards the B side, and this could be it, Jason. 4-on-2, Automatic and Stewie. And Stewie with one of the worst performances he had in a very long time. Dropped by one of the best players on the server right now. Nafly doing absolutely everything. 2 kills for him this round, and Automatic, he is a decent AWP, but that's going to be it. Molotov out. He'll go for one more kill. All right, don't know how he got that one. Down to 39 HP, and surely he can't find his way back into this one. It's going to be 2-0, Jason. Come on.
Surely, you would think. 1 versus 3, Automatic to keep his team alive in this series. All the odds against him. Liquid has put together a phenomenal game, outperforming Cloud9 in many regards. He's going to try and sneak his way in, but Naf is not going to take his attention away for that long. A very nice victory across 2 maps for Team Liquid. They had to scrap and come back at each and every one of them, but they made it look good.
Cloud9 didn't make it out the group stage as a star ladder, and this one is also looking very troublesome for them. This is not the team that won the major. This is a team that's fallen off the face of the planet. Stewie is not finding any sort of form whatsoever, and from a 9-1 lead, they crashed out of the series 2-0. Jason, is there any coming back in this tournament for them?
Absolutely is. I mean, we saw at the major, they were down 0-2 heading into the group stage and everything like that. We were able to make it through and eventually win the thing. So there's always the ability to come back. We're going to hear what the desk thinks if they think Cloud9 can come back from this right now.
Vodafone presents the post-match.
Damning words from Henry G there as he just sent Cloud9 into a pit of despair in his mind. We'll be seeing what our analysts do think, but either way, they'll be playing Renegades tomorrow in the lower bracket, if my maths is correct.
2 plus 2 is 5.
Quick maths. Do have Chad Birchall joining me, as well as Adam Freiberg for the end of the day wrap. And I mean, first things first, guys, Team Liquid. Yes, Cloud9 did just win the major in North America as a North American team, but Team Liquid really are giving them a run for their money for that best North American title.
For sure. I mean, the last 2 series has gone to Team Liquid, and they also placed 3rd in Star Ladder. I believe they are like, what are they now? Top 6 here, I think, right?
by picking this win up, they are in the playoffs.
They made it to the playoffs, right? So that's fantastic. That's like, seems like an easy day at the office, right? Come in, win a best of 1, and just 2-0, you best of 3, and then you're through. I think the big thing in this victory is they definitely have that mental edge over Cloud9 now. I don't think Henry, he's a very damning kind of rapport on what he just said about that Cloud9 roster. I don't think it's as dark as that. I think what we saw at the major, you know, I don't know, you've won a major before. How did you feel after you won the major? Like, were you like, oh, we're good for a while now, or was it like still hungry to be the best?
I think we felt like, you know, still hungry, but, you know, we felt we had accomplished.
Relief.
Yeah, it's a big relief, but we also dropped down a lot after we won the major. We changed out Fiffler, and I think it was like 2 or 3 months after we won the major. So, I mean, I think it's a very mental thing to win the major and then, like, keep staying up on top, because, like, obviously all teams, they will be looking at Cloud9. They will see what did Cloud9 do during the major, how did they win the major, and see, like, you know, it's Cloud9, they will probably not change too much. You know, why they just won a major. Yeah. Why should they change their play style, their systems, you know?
Yeah, well, something to note about that is the way that they won that major was Skadoodle deciding to be assertive. I was speaking to Stewie the other day, I did a bit of an interview with him, and he mentioned that Skadoodle rocked up at that Boston major and decided that he wanted to dictate how he was going to AWP, which is something, you know, if you look at Scar, he's a relatively quiet guy. But that's something which is hard, because Stewie said that's not something he had done before within the team. He'd kind of been being told where to go, or he was too timid enough to make those decisions. And the major, he just had the confidence. And to keep that going from time to time, obviously it's not something he's used to. It's very temperamental, right? So maybe that's something that they're missing coming into this event. They're going to have a long road, though, Alex. They have to beat Renegades, who, sure, they only played... Well, the Australis game was close, right? Yeah,
but I do have bad news for you if they beat Renegades.
Then they have to play SK, right?
Yeah, or Gambit.
I'm very angry. Oh, sorry, they're going to have to play SK. They're not going to be playing Gambit. They're going to be playing a very angry SK, I assume.
Yes, indeed. An SK thrust to the lower bracket earlier on today. We'll bring up brackets in just a moment, but first, I do want to once again bring up, I had it in front of me, what was its magical name? It's called the Play Faster Moment by Vodafone. Yes, indeed. For this match, it was over Twists, I believe, on map 2.
Overpass.
Overpass. We've got to get to see a little spray down with the hashtag Play Faster. Gets all 3 with this one. Nice and spicy. The third just a little later on towards short.
Love to see it.
Neat and tidy.
Just a headshot. It's what you need to do, stepping up, because once again, Liquid had to battle back into that game, and individual plays like that, rounds like that, are what you need to turn a CT half that is looking pretty dismal on its head and make it respectable, which Liquid definitely did. The fact that they did that on 2 maps shows composure, shows that, you know, they're never really out of a game. And that's a positive sign for this Liquid roster. They keep ticking all those boxes.
Yeah, but Cloud9, again, this is 2 maps back-to-back where they gain an early lead and then have it taken away from them. Inferno, they had a nice substantial lead and then couldn't find a single round on T-side. Overpass, second half, equally as bleak.
Closing is the most difficult part of life, Alex. So, you know, I can't really put anything past them there. But look, we do have the confidence tag with this C9 roster, and if they're not feeling confident, Henry mentioned Stewie's not looking too hot. Like, he could just be having an off day, right? That's the thing. Counter-Strike is a day-by-day basis. Coming in tomorrow could be a whole new Stewie. The kid could drop 30. He's a beast.
You want to talk about off days? Why don't we bring up the brackets? Because we have lost some teams along the way already. Let's go ahead and quickly review as our first day comes to a close. Take your eyes all the way down. You can see the initial best of ones. Just the first phase, you can see we lost a Vanguard, Renegades thrust to the lowers, Gambit, and Tai Lu. And then if you do look to the very bottom side, you'll see that lower bracket, Renegades sending a Vanguard home, and Gambit in 3, and Tai Lu put up a fantastic fight across all 3. It should be noted that over on the B stream they managed to catch all that action. Overpass was close, Inferno very close as well, but Tai Lu are eliminated from IEM Katowice 2018.
It's crazy, man. They rock up and they're gone already, so hopefully they can make the most of those practice PCs. But they definitely put up a fight. And Tai Lu, they didn't look too bad in Kiev either. I know they went out early there, but there's positive signs for the region with Renegades playing better, Tai Lu looking not too bad. So hopefully they can keep up that performance.
Yeah, SK Australis, though, has to be one of the biggest games that we take away from Group A, just because it ended so explosively, so many overtimes. Glaive with a 1v4, some spectacular repositioning from him, catching that defuse. You can see it in action. Look at the top half of the screen. Look how little of that bar is left when that final bullet is exchanged. First, he defeated Fur. Look at that.
Play of the day.
Good God, definitely. Fur tried to keep SK in it with some spectacular heroics as well, managing to find all of those Danes. And it was just, this is the play that got a lot of our analysts triggered. It could have been ended there.
Yeah, that could have been it. He didn't even need to set that duel because here you can see the bomb timer right up. It would have been. Yeah, I think there was just a split second left on that one, Alex. That's a game that Astralis, you know, where they have those clutches, Glaive stepping up and having a fantastic performance there. That's something the Astralis roster, in my mind, has been missing over the last, you know, couple of months, especially the tail end of last year.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we were watching that game, Adam, and you're feeling good because Astralis are putting up a fight versus SK. You're also feeling bad because this game could have been over 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, the Astralis game, the amount of clutches, like you saw it was 15-14, 4-on-2. And I think it was the positioning. Sure, I mean, they recently got a few frags, so they had to reposition themselves. But the timing that Fer pushed on there when he picked up I think it was 3 kills there in a 2-1-4, that's just like, mentally, I thought that Astralis lost Mirage by that point. But I mean, it's really strong that they can come back and win double overtime there. But yeah, definitely the game of the day. Astralis put up a great fight there. And it's Mog's first time beating SK in a best-of-3.
It does have to be said, yes indeed. Not a single time in his career has he made up to best SK in a best-of-3. Today, he broke that. And talking of breaking, FaZe Clan did break order. Unfortunately, they
stomped them 16-3.
16-3. Meager performance, though, from the Australian wildcard. And indeed, now they find themselves versus the Ninjas. That's going to be coming up. We get to see more from that tomorrow. Virtus Pro will be taking on Heroic after they were unable to dismantle G2 Esports. That was actually, you know, more of a game than we anticipated. You got to see Nuke.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that one, Chad. What do you reckon?
Look, it's going to take a while before I'm completely sold on the map. Those changes seem a little bit odd, but I want to, and I know I had a little bit of a debate with Yanko earlier about how the map's going to end up, if it's going to be more CT or T sided. So we're going to see how that one goes. But I definitely agree that VP, that was their map, and they must have been happy to get that one. G2 showing why they have that star power. They were looking like a strong unit. The individual stepping up, Shox and Kenny S.
Well, Apex actually was a name as well that we were talking an awful lot about, because this is like the second offline event back-to-back now where he has been really putting up big numbers, which we usually consider a win condition. Unfortunately, playoffs have been eluding them, but with G2's performance, they do stay in the upper bracket, and a win versus Fnatic tomorrow puts the French in the playoffs once again.
That's definitely a good position to be in, right? I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Fnatic as well. I feel like that's a very winnable game for the French.
Yeah, Fnatic had a really rough tournament back in Kiev.
Yeah.
They did have a pretty good major. They made top 8. They almost beat SK with a stand-in in the playoffs as well. So, I mean, Fnatic, yeah, they can't. I don't know really what to feel about them right now. They looked really out of the game in Kiev. I'm hoping. I mean, here they won their first game against. I think it was Heroic. So it will be an interesting game for sure. But if Apex keeps on playing like he's been doing the last couple of tournaments, it's going to be a really rough game for Fnatic.
Yeah, we're going to have to see which Fnatic we get, which feels like I've been saying that for 3 years now, but it's still very much relevant as I'm tripping over some cables. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up this day, shall we? We're just going to tell you guys what is coming up tomorrow. These are your best of 3s. 3 best of 3s being thrust your way tomorrow. You're going to be seeing that NIP game, which is taking on Order. I'm going to be picking your brain about all those Aussies. I'm sure you've done your homework, Chad. We have FaZe versus North, and we have that G2 versus Fnatic game as well, which we've already hinted at. All of those best of 3s coming at you live from the very same place. That's worth checking out and joining us for that. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, for once again witnessing IEM Katowice kicking off once more. The World Championship rages on tomorrow, and it will do for the whole week. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we will even see you in the Spodek. Thanks for tuning in.